Week 4 here in Germany, and this marks the first month that I've ever lived in a foreign country, or anywhere else for that matter. This week was pretty eventful. I usually started off on Sunday, as you've noticed, because I like to upload on Sunday, therefore that kind of stuff doesn't go on there. We had a lovely dinner with Victoria, Matt, Patty, Haley, and Laura. It was really great. There's pictures you're going to see later of it, and of them, of course. What wonderful people they are. And later on that night, we went to see Patty's favoriteest band ever, Genasi. He was pretty cool. They were pretty cool. Not exactly my style of music, but it was a fun concert nonetheless. They put on a good show. My dad had mentioned that I needed to videotape things of normal life and my everyday life here in Germany. So I've got a little bit of footage of the train, of the subway, of the supermarket, just daily life stuff, even here hanging out in my room. It's not too different. I mean, Germany is different than the US, but nonetheless, it's been really great here. On Tuesday, I got to meet with my tandem partner for the first time. She's very nice, she's very sweet, and she speaks really good English and 4 other languages. Really impressive. We practiced a lot of German and English, and it was really great to hang out with her and see Cologne and the Rhine River and all of the beauty that goes along with it. We even went into the Kölner church for the first time. There was a church service going on, so I felt a little weird to be in there, but it was really neat to see the inside of the church overall. I got to see the locks on the Kölner Bridge that I have been told so much about. There are thousands and thousands of padlocks that line that bridge on both sides. It was pretty crazy. I don't even think you're allowed to put locks there anymore because they're afraid the bridge is going to collapse. So don't do that. We even saw when we were walking through the alleyway, there was a pile of dirty snow. They still can't figure out how or why. I'm guessing from a restaurant, but even then that doesn't really make sense, so let's see if you guys can make sense of it, because I can't. Later on in the week, Trez and I went and walked down through my neighborhood and pretty far down into Delbrück and went to this awesome little coffee shop. And I had the first tiramisu cake of my entire life. And it was the best thing ever. If you've ever had it, oh, it's amazing. It's Italian. Really great. Haley and I went to David's house earlier on this week after we got done recording interviews for our project, and we made a really great dinner. Well, I would say Haley and David made it, and I just sort of mashed beans and tried to help as much as I could. But whatever, I tried nonetheless, and it was really good. And it was really nice to talk with those two for probably a solid 2.5 hours. We just talked back and forth and got to know each other really well. It's really cool that I got to know them even better than I already did. And then we get to Friday, and I was taking the train home that day from school, and it turns out when I had been passing by, there was a random flock of sheep out near the river. I mean, this is in Cologne, the city. Sure, it looked like a park down there, but there was probably like 200 or 300 sheep. So later on that day, after Haley and Fatos and I had tried to go to that cafe that I had mentioned just before and failed, we got an amazing Italian ice cream instead at an ice cream shop across the street. I'm digressing again. We went to go see these sheep. What an interesting thing. Sheep sound so funny, as you'll see in the footage later. They just make me laugh every time they do their little bah thing. It's great. And then Fatos and I went to the CDC International Party. Oh yeah, it was great. They had a DJ, they had a proper dance setup on the first floor of the CDC. It was pretty crazy. And they even were serving beer, wine, cola, and water all for €1 a piece. I mean, that's pretty good, I think. It was a lot of fun. Hung out with a lot of cool people again. Danced, of course. I like to dance. And then we rounded down this weekend with meeting up with Trez and his friend David. David is from Australia, and he's really cool. And we went to this awesome schnitzel restaurant, and I ate the biggest schnitzel I've ever seen in my entire life. You guys will see that later. Are you excited? So, let's see what we did this week. You know how this goes.
Allons-y!
Oh, okay, there's the other one.
Patty's always at my house.
Should I keep it? You know you love me. Should we put some on?
I suppose.
Here, here's another one.
Damn.
Where's all this video going, Sean?
YouTube.
Ooh, I just
really?
the whole thing.
So we're gonna
You
be
didn't know
famous
that?
one day.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Victoria sure knows how to cut things right. That was amazing looking. Look at it. Beautiful mozzarella and tomato. And there is our finished dinner. And all our guests, Victoria, Patty, Haley, Matt, and Laura. And as I said, I wanted to put some footage of my daily life, and here I am at Wienerplatz waiting on the train. It was about midday, so there wasn't that many people. Not really much to see, huh? And there's the street that I live on. It's such a pretty, quaint little European street. So I got the idea from my dad that I should actually film some of my daily life here in Germany. Like, it's not fun and crazy all the time. Sometimes it's just chilling, it's normal, and you just sort of relax. And so what I'm doing right now in my messy room is watching Dexter on my laptop because it's a very gray, rainy day. And it's not that great today. So, it's daily life in the house. You know, sometimes I have to clean, sometimes I have to dust, sometimes I have to go to the store. Oh, that's right, I have to go to the store. Like a lot. It's kind of a pain. It's not all fun and games, but it's Germany.
Photograph here. Thug life. 2 chains.
They love you. They would. And here we are inside the Kölner Dom. I think they were actually having mass in there at the time, so I felt really strange walking around while a section of the church was actually having mass. It was a really weird feeling, but I would love to go to mass there sometime. The architecture inside is amazing. And here's some pictures from when I was with my tandem partner. There's a barge. I thought that was a really cool shot. And there was a zeppelin in the sky, and this neat metal bird artwork type thing. And then there was snow in the middle of the city in the alleyway. That was really weird. Had no idea what was up with that. Here's the city from the famous bridge that has all of these locks that you see right there. Couples put these on the bridge to signify their love for each other and then throw away the key. But you're actually not supposed to put locks on the bridge anymore because they're afraid that the bridge will actually collapse from the sheer weight of it. There's some neat graffiti I saw when we were walking around. It was actually really creepy. This neat church, I have no idea what it is. Here's the inside of the subway with Haley and Patrick there on the left. Again, nothing special, it's just life here in Germany. But it isn't Germany, so I guess it's special like that.
It's always videotaped.
Ice cream truck.
Here we are at David's house making, he was making homemade hummus. I actually got to help with that, and it was actually really good. We made this sort of pasta also, and he got this amazing bread. It was really cool.
No, I'm shy. Nezugat, come with me. Don't you want to sing with me? Please. Martin Moore was from America, you know? I love Marilyn Monroe's Happy Birthday to Kennedy. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, doch auf Deutsch.
To you.
Auf Deutsch.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
This was downtown by Friesenplatz, and we were eating at this place called Burgermeister, and the burger was really, really good. I know they say it can't compare to American burgers, but by God, it could, and some more. Coming up is me and Trez at a German McDonald's. I actually don't like them at all because it's very overpriced and they didn't have sweet tea, so I was upset. But look at this amazing tiramisu cake I got, Mom. Look at it. So we were at this really cool park across from where I live, across the Rhine River, and it turns out that there was a flock of sheep. Look at them all. Look at this ridiculousness.
They're a little skittish.
And rightly so. I can't believe I have this in the middle of the city.
And later on that day, I got this delicious banana split. And now it's party time. CDC was throwing a big, awesome international party with a DJ and €1 drinks. It was only beer, wine, and a couple drinks, but awesome nonetheless.
Hi, Sean!
Andrew, I know you love to be in the videos, so now both of you are. Hung out with a lot of really awesome people there, lots of Paylers, lots of international students. We had a blast.
Hi, Sean. We hope you're having a good night at the international party.
And here the next day is that giant schnitzel that I was talking about. It was delicious. And the mushroom sauce that went along with it. Here we are down in Sulpisterplatz with a few of the other guys that we met down there, looking for that amazing schnitzel place, and we eventually found it and went for a couple cocktails later, so that was pretty awesome. I'll leave you guys to ponder and think about why all those sheep were there in the middle of the city, okay? So I'll see you guys next week.